Hello, welcome to my channel, Shemin Studios. My name is Shemin, and these are all the different things that I studio, which is the Latin word for study. So today I have a crystal grid Reiki session for you. So sit back, get comfortable, and feel free to watch or meditate along to this if you feel like it resonates with you. So this is my financial freedom crystal grid, and this is, to this date, my favorite crystal grid that I have ever made. So I was inspired to make a financial freedom grid because I was in a job that was kind of to some degree financially abusing me, and I wanted to be in a position where the money that I made provided for the life that I wanted, but also that I was able to be free to do what I wanted to do in order to make my money. And I think so many of us have passions that we don't feel like we can pursue as fully as we want to due to the limitations of our life and our structure in society. And, sometimes it isn't as simple as just making a business out of a hobby, but I kind of wanted something a little bit deeper than that. This is about being able to share the things that we love with the world around us, and having those things that we love be able to support us in turn. It's about being able to make a living doing what we love. And I actually first heard it phrased that way from a really random source. It was like a Ninja Warrior-esque skating game show in Japan that my husband and I saw on YouTube because if you're new to this channel, I really like Japan. My most previous past life, I was a Japanese monk, and I would love to be able to go back to Japan and find the temple that I saw in my meditation. And so because of that, I'm studying Japanese and I'm working towards being a translator this lifetime. But one of the contestants was talking about how much they loved skating, and he was really proud to be able to say that he made a living off of it. And he would go around and just do a bunch of these different skating game show competition things, and that's how he made his money. And that really resonated with me in such a deep way, where it's like, it's like there is pride in being able to say that it's like, I love doing this thing so much, and like other people love, the connection I have to this or the way that I do this thing. And because of that, because it's like I have such a connection with this thing, I am able to make a living off of it. So it's like I love this thing and this thing loves me back in turn. And I don't know, it just it really resonated with me. So for this grid is made with citrine, phenakite, peridot, sunstone, bicolor sapphires, and scapolite. And they are arranged in a 7-based pattern in order to help align you to your life path and purpose. We all exist at a different node in the grand web of life, and the things that make us unique, and the things that only we can do, serve as an integral role to the collective conscious. Whether we realize it or not, there are people out there who are waiting for us to be the weirdest, most authentic version of ourselves, and would love to be able to support that if possible. The real star of this grid is the phenakite, which there are 14 of on here. This stone was actually more expensive than the sapphire on here. It is a very highly sought after stone, and there's not a ton of it out there. It is said to be one of the highest vibrational crystals in existence, and the actual molecules of the stone vibrate so fast that if you place it on a piece of ice, it will melt and bore into it pretty quickly, you can actually see it doing it. And if you compare that to a piece of quartz or a piece of glass, you will notice that the phenakite does it much faster than those. I've tried this myself with the phenakites that I bought, and it really does it, and it is really cool to see and kind of feel in person. But yeah. So phenakite, the actual energy of the stone though, outside of the just kind of physical energy that it has, is it said that it's supposed to align you to a higher vibrational version of yourself. And in order to do that, it brings about these initiatory experiences that help kind of bring you into this life that you're trying to live. It's this version of you that you ultimately, your soul is wanting you to be. And some of these are challenges. And so it will bring these challenges into your life in order to set you up for this bright, beautiful future that you have ahead of you. You have to actively work with this stone in order for it to manifest properly, but it will keep bringing these things around for you as many times as it takes because, the higher realms understand that we are learning down here, and we are doing our best. So the generator point for this grid and clear smooth stones that you see all around are citrine. So there are 35 small pieces and 1 large point. So there are 36 total citrine pieces. Citrine is a yellow variety of quartz, which is said to be the master healer crystal. And these are natural citrines too, which molecularly are very different from the heat-treated amethyst version that you will commonly see in crystal stores. The heat-treated amethyst version of citrine is a much brighter yellow, kind of orange color sometimes, and it's a lot more opaque, like it's not quite as transparent because the heating process breaks up the crystal structure of the stone. And it's actually a different molecule that makes them the different colors too, so it is actually an entirely different stone. So yeah, just fun fact for the day, most citrine you see out there isn't actually real citrine. But natural citrine in particular works with the yellow ray of abundance, creativity, self-expression, and joy. There are 35 small pieces and 1 large point, so there are 36 pieces of citrine in total. So citrine is a yellow variety of quartz, which is said to be the master healer crystal. Citrine in particular works with the yellow ray of abundance, creativity, self-expression, and joy. As we walk along our path, we will need to heal the things that block our ability to believe that we do ultimately deserve these things, just by being a little piece of the creator or source that is here to experience life. Citrine will help align you to a place where you are able to accept these things that are coming in for you. It is one of the most commonly used financial abundance stones that you will see, and it is also said to be self-cleansing, which keeps the energy of the grid fresh for longer, but is still recommended that you cleanse and charge it from time to time. There are 42 small sunstone cabochons on here. Sunstone is another stone that helps to promote bold, full-bodied self-expression. It is also the main stone that contributes to the freedom aspect of this grid. It is all about helping us feel free to be us. So much of our society tries to get us to conform or tells us the best way to be ourselves is to be loud about it. True freedom is being able to do what you really want to do, not what someone else tells you should want. We are all weird in our own ways, and the key to our success is being the best node we can possibly be, including sharing those weird, fun things that we think are cool, and hopefully sharing a bit of joy with someone else out there, and encouraging them to also be a little more authentically themselves. It will help you build confidence in yourself as you move and progress through this path. You will have almost definitely noticed the wood burnings on this grid by now. These were all hand done by me, intuitively working with the grid in order to help promote the best flow of energy. It was also used to anchor in the energy of the supporting entities that helped me work on it, most notably Mercury, also known as Hermes. Mercury is the planet of finances and communication, and I felt Mercury reach out to me in the weeks that I was making this grid. He even wanted me to post a TikTok about how people in power are abusing this Mercury energy. Mercury is one of the fastest moving personal planets and a metal that moves quickly since it is a liquid at room temperature. You can see why he maybe wouldn't love sitting in an offshore bank account somewhere untouched for decades at a time. You may have also noticed the cat whiskers. My cats are my familiars and help me with certain aspects of the placement and design for these crystals. As crazy as that may sound to some people, they really were an active part of this process. I collect their whiskers to use in magical rituals, and I feel like Reiki is definitely a form of healing magic. Both of my cats are Reiki attuned all the way up to master, and I do Reiki on the neighborhood cats that I feed as well, which they have given me some of theirs, which are always little special occurrences, and I do have some of those on this grid for this session as well. So these are not a part of the grid, they are just the consumable part of this ritual that we are doing now by being here together and making this video. And you, by watching this video. One of the other stones that I included was peridot. And so this is the birthstone for August, which is the month that I'm filming this in. And I may even try posting this on the Lionsgate portal because I just think that would be cool. Peridot is an absolutely wonderful stone for the heart and helps to remove blockages that we have towards giving and receiving love, but also towards giving and receiving finances as well. I think the universe is naturally in a state of abundance and gives us everything that we need right outside our door in nature. We can become so disconnected from it all that we feel like we are in a state of lack, which sometimes we are because society has denied us access to these things for ourselves. But by being able to find our place within this society, we can seek to change things for ourselves and for other people, ultimately making the world a better place for everyone. The stone that I have on the outer edge here is scapolite. This is a common stone, but you don't see it sold in too many crystal stores. It is a stone that helps to motivate us and helps us overcome the tedium of putting in the consistent work needed to accomplish our goals. Success doesn't just happen overnight, although things can definitely change in an instant. When we keep showing up for our goal and ourselves, we keep building skills and we keep building knowledge. We keep building a stable foundation. It helps us to build stability and routine with this steadfastness. And last, but definitely not least, we have the bicolor sapphires. These are natural sapphires that are yellow with a little bit of blue on one end. I use these to help direct the flow of energy both outwards and inwards at different levels of the grid to provide it with a balanced state, where we receive the money that we need in order to accomplish our goals, and we use this money to give back to ourselves, the environment around us, and we don't hoard this all just for ourselves. We use this money in an active way. The yellow sapphire is a stone of abundance, and in India, people will sometimes ask to be buried with yellow sapphires in their mouth in order to promote a carryover of wealth into their next life. I definitely think that we live many lives within our lifetimes, and so you can carry over money from various things that you do throughout your life. So when you live one life as, let's say, a chef, and then you decide one day that you want to be a car salesman, by working with the yellow sapphire, it will help you have enough resources saved up in order to help provide you for this next future that you are planning. Your purpose may change as you grow and develop throughout your life, so don't feel tied down to just one purpose or one career. The blue part of the sapphire helps to aid with communication and connection to our intuition. This helps us understand where our higher self and guides are trying to lead us as we walk towards this path of personal success. The intuition can also help with the timing aspect of this as well, as you learn when it is time to move from one thing on to the next. And there we go. Those are the main aspects of this grid, and that is the end of today's Reiki video. So if you like this video and want a personal Reiki session, or you'd like to buy one of my crystal grids, including the one in this video today, you can find that and so much more available on my website, which I will link down in the description. But the simplest way to support me and show your love for this video is to like this video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this. I also do tarot readings, and I'm starting to put out some guided meditations as well, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys would be interested in seeing next, or what you would like the next Reiki session to be about. I love you guys all so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.